Welcome everyone. In this video we're going to do some off-grid camping in Norfolk. We're going to test out a power bank and solar panel, see how we get on with them. We're going to cook over an open fire, we're going to relax, we're going to live the dream. Might even see the northern lights, who knows. Yeah, it should be good, eh? Let's roll. So this is going to be home for the next 3 nights and it's going to be great, absolutely fantastic. I'm going to have this whole field to myself because this is private land, this is not a campsite. I have got permission to be here by the landowner, but yeah, no one else is going to turn up. Whole place to myself, right in the middle of the Norfolk countryside. I can't really tell you where because, you know, this is somebody else's land. So one of the reasons I have come out here, other than to just sit here and enjoy this beautiful countryside, is I have been sent an absolute beast of a unit to test. This is the Allpowers R500. So I'm going to camp out here for 3 days and see how I get on with it. See whether it can sustain me or not. Now I have also got a beast of a solar panel that they've sent me to go with it as well. So yeah, going to set it up and see at the end of the 3 days just how much energy is left on here. Now this isn't paid promotion, they've not told me anything that I have to say, so these are all my own words, so I can say whatever I want. So yeah, it is 1800 watt outputs. Now that's pretty damn impressive as far as I'm aware. So this unit does come with 4 plug sockets, 2 charging pads on the top here, 2 USB-A ports, and there's 2 USB-C ports. I don't think I've ever used a USB-C port, to be honest, but hey, I've got them there now if I need them. There's also a car port, I don't know what you call it, you know, that's in the front of your car where you plug your sat nav into, or your little lighter. There's one of them. Round the side here, there's 2 points that you can hook 2 more batteries up. So you can actually connect 2 more of these together if you wanted to go van life and get a serious amount of energy. Now that's too much for me, I ain't going to bother with that. Round here, little switch in case it cuts off, solar panel hookup and the charge hookup. Now when you charge this, it will do 80% in something like 45 minutes, which is amazing really when you think about it. Now it does take about another, I think, 45 minutes to do the last 20%. So this is going to be a huge game changer for me, what with the being able to charge my camera batteries all the time, you know. Also I can go out in winter time, I can set up an electric blanket and stay out all night with an electric blanket. That'll keep me nice and warm, so that is hugely beneficial. Now I have plugged an electric blanket into this because once you plug into these sockets there is a fan, built-in fan that comes on. Now I plugged it in, I left it on for half an hour and that fan was so quiet. Obviously it's not a huge draw, I think it's like 60 watts was being drawn, and I could barely hear anything coming from this. So I know that I'll be able to sleep with this with an electric blanket plugged in, which is fantastic for me for winter breaks, so I'm well happy. Now this is a 200 watt solar panel that they've sent me, and yeah, it's pretty big. 200 watts. Now you can hook up 600 watts worth of solar power to this bad boy, so you can also get a wire to connect this to your car. And I think I might invest in one of them because I think they're going to be good for on-road trips, so I can charge this whilst I'm driving. Now I think with the solar panel, I probably wouldn't use the solar panel as much as I would the car charger for my normal trips. I think the solar panel is better for people who are going to turn up to a campsite and stay there for a week, because obviously through that week you can just keep charging this up. Whereas my kind of trips in the past, I've always driven to a different place every day, and I wouldn't set that up. I wouldn't be on the campsite, I'd be out exploring. So with the wire to hook this up to the car, you can obviously just charge it up every morning when you're driving about. So You have to buy them separately, but I think that's a pretty good investment, and I think I'm actually going to buy one myself. So yeah, this is going to make a huge difference to the channel, which is of course why I accepted it, because it is really going to benefit the channel. So it would be silly not to accept, really, wouldn't it? So we're starting on 100% battery charge. I bought 2 big lumps of pork to bring out here, so I can wrap it in foil, stick it on there, and then it'll all come out lovely and crispy, loads of fat and what have you. But of course, like an idiot, I put one of them in the freezer so that I could leave it in like a cooler bag, and then it'd be okay for tomorrow, and then one in the fridge, and I forgot to bring the one in the fridge. Wow, what a great night to be out, eh? Sitting out here, whole field to myself, some meat cooking on an open fire. Oh yeah, gonna watch a DVD later as well, sit by the fire with a DVD going. Living the dream, people, living the dream. Brilliant. If I owned land, I'd do this every day. Should have put some oil on it, shouldn't I? So that the foil didn't stick to it. Never mind. You live and learn. Well, I don't, because I make this mistake every time, but you never mind. Right, well, that's got to go back on, but at least it'll be nice and crispy when it's done. The only downside is I might be eating it in the dark. Never mind. Well, while I'm waiting for that to finish off, I think I'm going to have to start getting stuck into these vegetables, because I am starving. And do you know what? They look and smell bloody good. Plus there's so much pork, it's not going to fit on my plate anyway, altogether. Oh, yeah. Well, the pork is done, people. That's half of it. Cut it in half. That's looking damn good. This is living the dream, eh? Got some AC DC playing. Obviously I have to turn the sound down at the minute because, you know, copyright. Got a fire, got a light, got all my stuff charging. Brilliant. And this looks like it's going to be damn good. Now unfortunately parts of the crackling I am going to have to well, pull a bit of tin foil out of my teeth, but hey, that looks pretty damn good though. Pretty damn good indeed. Ooh, the crackling is crackling nicely. That's the tin foil. I don't normally have hot coffee in the mornings when I'm making these videos. I normally have a diet energy drink, but that's about to change. Now my kettle is too powerful for this, but I will probably be buying a little travel kettle in the future. But I'm having a hot coffee today because I can use the blender. Now I'm on a low carb diet, as a lot of you know. I cannot have sugar and I cannot have milk, and having coffee without sugar and milk is just, I mean, it's horrible, isn't it? What's the point? But I can have what they call the bulletproof coffee, which is coffee with a lump of butter added to it. So obviously I need the blender for that. I also add some coconut fat, MCT oil, to that. Now, I know you're thinking, what is he doing? Butter in coffee, but you know what? It actually tastes really good. Cheers. So I'm now going to hook the solar panel up and see how well it charges. That's on 81% battery charge at the minute. Now, I've charged about 6 GoPro batteries, I've watched 2 DVDs, and I've charged my phone a couple of times, which is more than what I would use normally. I've also had a light on out here, and I did use the blender briefly. Right, well, I'm going to leave that set up now and go for a walk into town and buy some tea to cook on the fire. It is charging, 114 watts going in at the minute. Now, it's not actually as clear as it looks because there actually is a bit of a little mist cloud behind the sun, so you know, it's not full sun, admittedly. So yeah, just been into town, got myself a couple of meat joints for tonight and tomorrow night. 100%. Oh, that's brilliant. That is 100% charged. Don't know if you can see that. so the gravy does have a real burnt taste to it, and that is because the meat started to burn, the water in the bottom all dried up. Well, that food was probably the worst food I've ever cooked on a camping trip, but hey, the beef was edible. It'll all be fine. I'll wash it down with a Guinness. And I would like to thank a few subscribers who have bought me some beers, and it's my dad, he's bought me a couple. Cheers, Dad. My stepbrother Bradley, he's bought me quite a few. Cheers, Brad. And an old mate from school, Martin Bowers, he's bought me a beer again. He's already bought me one previously, so yeah, cheers to you lot. Now what I've done is, obviously I've bought a load of cans of Guinness, and I put the rest of the money towards the joints of meat that I've bought and cooked on here, and I also bought a load of BBs that I'm going to shoot from my BB gun tomorrow. Now I'm not going to film that because YouTube's a bit funny. If they class it as a weapon, they'll say, oh, you didn't declare you had a weapon in the video. It's just not worth the hassle. So since the channel has started to do well, I seem to get bought about 2 beers a week. 2 people buy me beers, and I've only been putting a video out every 2 weeks because I filmed 3 before the summer holidays, and yeah, so I haven't been putting videos out that often. So obviously there's a bit of a queue now of all the people that have bought me beers that I haven't mentioned yet. So I am going to have to start mentioning 3 or 4 of you at a time, maybe, just to sort of get back on track. So I apologise for that. Cheers everyone. Keep living the dream, people. What a brilliant evening to be out here, eh? Drinking a Guinness, sitting by a fire. I'm going to turn the camera around in a minute because I'm sitting in the worst place with the worst view. Just for you people, so you can get the good view. Yeah, cheers. Cheers everyone. Gonna sit here, relax, and listen to some Pink Floyd. Yep, can't be bad. Nice and quiet, relaxing by the fire. I feel like Pink Floyd is needed. I will turn the sound up in a minute once the camera's off. Cheers. Morning everyone. Now, I slept okay last night, pretty good night's sleep. I did stay up and capture the Aurora on camera. Yep, now they're not great pictures, I sort of caught it at the end of a display. Right, so we're going to get this set up on charge again. Now it's a bit of a funny day today. There's a lot of cloud in the sky, so I don't know how well it'll do. But we'll set it up and see. And I'm also going to, whilst it's charging, I'm going to charge my GoPro batteries. And I'm also going to listen to a Deep Purple CD, which has to be played through the TV. So yeah, we'll see if it'll charge fully. Now we are on 83% charge at the minute, so we'll see if we can get it to 100% on a day where it's a bit on and off with the sun, and I'm playing some music and charging some batteries as well. It can take in about 55 watts without really the sun being out, so that's pretty good. Well, those of you that saw my 500 subscriber video will know that I bought some squid jerky and I was saving it for when I hit the 1,000 subscriber mark. Well, today's the day I get to eat the jerky. Now, the channel actually hit the 1,000 subscriber mark about a month ago, but the previous videos I've released were all recorded before that time. So yeah, I think today I'm actually on 1,722 subscribers this morning. So yeah, the channel's taken off and is doing really well at the minute. Now, if you watched the Sizewell video, I mentioned I bought a bottle of cider from Land's End and I was going to drink it if I saw a basking shark when I walked along the coastal path, and I never did. Well, I still have that bottle of cider, so I'll drink that when I reach the 10,000 subscriber mark. And I do want to take you to my favourite campsite. Now, I would have liked to have done that around the 10,000 subscriber mark, The problem is that campsite is a long way away, and the last time I went there it cost me £400 just in fuel, so that's a lot of money. And these videos, yes, I now make a tiny bit of ad money from YouTube, not a lot. These videos are still losing money. They still cost more money to produce than what I am making. So to spend £400 just on travel to make a video is just, you know, I can't do it because it's digging into my savings. This channel's digging into my savings quite a bit. So yeah, but I'm going to set the target for that one. If I ever reach 50,000 subscribers, we are going to my favourite campsite. Now I'm setting that quite high, hoping that I'll be able to lower it as time goes on. Now I do understand campsite review videos are not exactly sought after videos on YouTube, and I'm probably not going to get to 50,000 subscribers. I hope so, but we'll see, you know. I mean, to be fair, I didn't think I'd hit 1,000 subscribers, so that's pretty good really. But yeah, that's the target anyway. Get me some squid jerky in me. Cheers everyone. Thank you. It's you that have subscribed, that have done this for me, so I really do appreciate it. Oh, it smells good. Well, it smells like fish food flakes, as I said in the previous video. This bag has had a little hole in it, so I'm a bit worried that air and moisture has got in, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh yeah. Damn good, people, damn good. Right, so this is my last attempt of cooking a nice joint of meat that actually comes out right. I'm going to start the fire a little bit earlier and try and slow cook it this time, not let it get so hot, and see how we get on. Would be nice to have a decent meal before I leave. That does smell good. Not sure all the veg will fit in. Yeah, that looked good. Now that is fantastic. Finally, on the final night, Bongo Ben cooks himself a great meal. It's been on charge most of the day. I didn't really put it on in the morning, so it hasn't had a full day's on charge, and it's now at 96%. Now, there's been hardly any sun at all day, so to be honest, I'm quite impressed with that. So it was pretty much the same routine last night. We're now on 89% battery. I did only watch one DVD last night. What, to listen to the sound of the fire crackling. So yeah, see if I can get this fully charged before I leave. So it's been on charge for just over an hour and it is now back to 100%. So I arrived with it on 100% and I'm leaving with it on 100%. Yeah, this can easily sustain me. So yeah, unlimited power. And one thing I've really enjoyed about this is being able to sit outside in the evenings around a fire and watch TV. It's been brilliant. So I would like to thank a subscriber who is my YouTuber friend. That's right, Bongo Ben has YouTuber friends. So cheers to Matt from My Hobbies Over the Years. Now he actually mentioned my channel to Allpowers and they checked out my channel and they emailed me and asked if I wanted to be sent this absolute beast. So I really appreciate that, mate, because this is really going to help the channel. So thank you very much. Now Matt does car camping videos, stealth camping videos around Kent. And if that's the sort of thing you're into, check his channel out. I'll leave a link in the description. But yeah, really appreciate that, Matt. Really appreciate it, mate. Thank you. And also thanks to Allpowers for sending me this, checking out my channel and deciding that I am worthy. I was really surprised, to be honest, because I only had 1,200 subscribers at the time. And yeah, I didn't think I'd be receiving anything quite like this. So I didn't use a huge amount of electricity whilst filming this, but I just wanted to test what it would be like to use how I would personally use it. Now there's loads of videos on YouTube of people putting it through its absolute limits, hooking up fridge freezers to it and seeing how long it will last. But that's all stuff I'll probably never use it for. So I wanted to test it how I personally would use it, and yeah, I'm really pleased with the results. I think it's a really good piece of kit and I'm really grateful I've been sent that, so brilliant, thank you. So I'll be back doing the campsite review videos soon, people. Kids will be back at school in a couple of weeks, thank God. So yeah, I'll be back on them campsites, living the dream. So if you've enjoyed any of this, like and subscribe. Catch me on a campsite review video and see what you think. Well, that's it then, people. I cleared everything away, so there's no sign that I was ever here, apart from a bit of scuffed grass, but that's about it. So yeah, cheers for watching. I am on Instagram now, if anybody wishes to follow me on Instagram, BongoBen22. Keep living the dream, people.